Hey guys, hope everyone had a great weekend. So, this week we're going to be starting a new research project. And that should not seem totally new to you guys because right before we left school, we just finished up a pretty big research project on animal adaptations. So, you guys have had a lot of practice and you've gotten really good at researching in a lot of ways and being able to find specific information that you're looking for and knowing how to compile all of your research into a presentation. So you're going to take all of those skills that you learned with researching during animal adaptations and we're going to apply them to a new project. So our next research project that we're going to do is on US states. So we are going to be doing this project for the next 4 weeks, which means you'll have a total of 4 research questions, 1 research question per week. The first thing that you need to decide is which US state you want to research. So you can pick any state that you want except Wyoming. The reason we are going to not let you do Wyoming is for 2 reasons. One, we're going to use Wyoming as our example when we show you guys some examples of what this project should look like. And also, you guys have learned so much about Wyoming already this year that we really want you to pick another state that you're interested in and dive into researching that state and sharing all of your information with us and your classmates. So, for this week, research question 1 is what are the state symbols? So after you decide which state that you want to do your research project on, what you're going to work on this week are finding out some of the symbols for that particular state. Here are the requirements that we're going to be asking you to find. You must include 5 state symbols. The first 3 state symbols need to be the state flag, the state flower, and the state bird. And then the last 2 are your choice. We've been looking at some different states and some symbols, and we've found some pretty interesting ones. So we're excited to see which 2 you choose for your last 2. But 5 total. And then for each state symbol, what you need to have as part of your information is a picture, a label, and a caption. So that gives you kind of an idea of what you're going to be researching this whole week. What I want to do now is I want to show you a PowerPoint presentation that I made for research question 1 for the state of Wyoming. So what I'm going to show you is what you guys are going to be expected to have done by Friday. So you have this whole week to work on this. I don't want you to get overwhelmed and think that you have to have this whole PowerPoint presentation done in a day, because you don't. We're gonna spread it out over the course of the week. So I'm gonna show you basically kind of what your finished product should look like for research question 1 by Friday. So let me back up. Here is my PowerPoint presentation that I made for the state of Wyoming for research question 1. So this would be my title slide. If you guys wanted to include more on your title slide, you totally can. You could put your name on there. You could even add a slide that says research question 1, state symbols, something like that. I'm just going to dive right in and show you. So here are the state symbols for Wyoming. What I want you to notice right away is that I have all the requirements. I have a picture, I have a label, and I have a caption. So the first state symbol is the Wyoming state flag. And then here's the information that I chose to include about the Wyoming state flag. I said that the Wyoming state flag has a bison in the middle, which happens to be the state mammal. Inside the bison is the Wyoming state seal. Some important features represented on the state seal are the state resources, oil, mines, livestock, and grains, the year Wyoming became a state, and the words equal rights, which represents how Wyoming was the first state to let women vote. I also included that the Wyoming flag is red, white, and blue, just like the American flag. So as you know, I could have included quite a bit more information about the flag, but I kind of just picked out the things that I thought were most interesting or most important to create my caption. Second thing is the Wyoming state flower. The Wyoming state flower is the Indian paintbrush. There's a legend that goes along with how this flower got its name. Some of your teachers might have read you this story already this year. But as the legend goes, a young Native American boy had no way to reproduce the sunset colors in a painting. So eventually the Great Spirit gives him paintbrushes sticking up from the ground with all the right colors for the sunset. And then those paintbrushes, of course, took root and grew all over the countryside. So, of course, that's a legend. But every time I see an Indian paintbrush, it always makes me think of that. And they are really beautiful. Okay, moving on. We have the Wyoming state bird is the western meadowlark. Again, notice I have picture, label, and caption. The western meadowlark helps control harmful insects, has a beautiful song, and can be seen all over Wyoming. So we can keep a lookout for the western meadowlark. Move me out of the way here. Okay, so those are the three that you all have to have for whichever state you choose. You have to have the state flag, the state flower, and the state bird. And then the last two are your choice. So for Wyoming, I chose to do the Wyoming state fish, which is the cutthroat trout. The cutthroat trout gets its name from an orange mark behind their jaw. It's the only trout native to Wyoming. When I was doing my research, I also found that there's actually quite a few subspecies of cutthroat trout that other states have as their state fish. So I thought that was interesting. The last one I chose to include was the Wyoming state tree, which is the cottonwood. So it is said that the reason Wyoming adopted the cottonwood is because the largest cottonwood tree in the United States was found north of Thermopolis. This picture is not that particular tree. This is just a picture of a cottonwood tree. But sadly, the cottonwood tree that was north of Thermopolis was struck by lightning and burned down in 1955. So I thought that was kind of sad. So again, this PowerPoint presentation is my example on the state of Wyoming, and it's what you guys are going to have completed by Friday. For research question 1, 5 state symbols for whichever state you choose. So I don't even want you to start on this PowerPoint today. We're gonna work up to that kind of slowly throughout the week. I just wanted to be able to show you what the end product is going to look like. So go back to this for just a second. So on your assignment for today, I have a link for this page right here so that if you ever need to click and open up this document and see what the guidelines are, it'll be there for you. And then your assignment today is a form that we're going to have you fill out. So also attached to your assignment for today is a link that's going to take you to a form that looks pretty similar to this. And this is what we're going to want you to do for your assignment for today. So question 1 is, what state did you choose? So that's the first thing you need to decide on today, is which state you're going to do your research project on. Question 2 is, we're interested to know why you chose that state. So if there's any special reason why you were interested in researching that state more, then share that with us. And then question 3, as you begin your research on the state symbols of your chosen state, we want you to list one state symbol that you found so far. So this is your requirements for today. We want to see that you have chosen a state and that you have taken the first step in researching state symbols and can just tell us one. You're going to submit this form to us, and that's going to be your assignment for today. So again, don't even worry about starting on this PowerPoint yet. We're going to talk about that more here in the next couple of days. Just think about these 3 questions right here to get you started for today. Pick a state that that you think you'll have fun researching. We want you to have fun with this. This is actually one of my favorite projects that we do throughout the year because it's fun to learn all of the information that you share with us on states that we might not already know. So have fun, and we will see you guys tomorrow.